Hi, my name is Brodie Button and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I am a motherhood coach and today I wanted to talk all about letting go of judgments in motherhood. So first of all, what are judgments? All judgments come from an inability to see the other side. That means they're only being laser focused on one side, which we all know there are two sides to every story, two sides to everything. There are equally as many benefits as there are drawbacks to every single situation. So someone who is judging you, or possibly you're judging someone else in motherhood, it is coming from a lack of knowledge, a lack of understanding, and a lack of an ability to see both sides. The other thing is that all judgment is actually projection. So when someone comes to you with a judgment about how you're doing motherhood, about how you're doing life, whatever it may be, it may not be in motherhood, it actually is a projection from themselves. It's not actually a reflection of you. Yes, there is a reason why you are receiving that criticism or why you are receiving this feedback, and I'll get into that in a second, but everyone judges from inside themselves, something that they're not happy within themselves. So a great example is a little while ago, I had a bit of a moment with an in-law. This particular in-law was very biased with how she sees us as parents, myself and my husband, as well as specifically me and how I mother my children. She seemed to have a very big charge on the fact that I like to only hire babysitters that I either knew or were family members, and I wasn't really interested in hiring a babysitter that I didn't know, or just for the sake of doing what she wanted me to do. So first of all, you can break this down and see that obviously this is an injection from her. She was trying to inject her values on me. She was asking that I could get a babysitter so that I can fulfill her highest values, not thinking about the fact that we have different values, and to me it didn't align with my value, and that's actually okay. Every single argument is actually caused from you trying to project or inject your values into someone else, and vice versa. When someone is getting frustrated with you, it's because they're trying to push their agenda, their values, their perceptions on you, and it's not for you to wear, it's actually for them to overcome. So with this specific situation, my in-law was trying to project her feelings and opinions on what she will do when she becomes a mother, which is obviously very ironic because she wasn't a mother at the time, nor was she even pregnant. And again, it just comes from a place of her being insecure that I was choosing what I believed was best for myself and my parenting journey and my children. And again, I have absolutely no judgment. Everyone can decide what they want to do with motherhood, whether they want to hire babysitters, whatever. If you're really struggling with judgment and you have huge judgments on someone, it's probably because you're feeling insecure within yourself. And she was sending me multiple messages about how she will do motherhood this way and that way, and at the end of the day it wasn't for me to take on board. That was hers. And the one thing that I could take on board is to ask myself, why am I receiving this? How is this helping me? How is it a benefit to me that this person is projecting their own insecurities or their own judgments on me? Because the judgment isn't about me. And the only judgments that would hurt me is something that I feel insecure about too. So let's just say if someone called me out on my legs and I was feeling insecure about my legs, that judgment is actually coming from them feeling insecure within themselves and their legs. But if it stings me, it's because I too haven't learned to love and accept my legs. So you might be making a decision in motherhood that you haven't fully loved and accepted and feel grateful for. Because when you're strong in yourself and you love your perceptions, you love your choices, it doesn't matter what anyone on the outside will say. So some questions that you can ask yourself if you are receiving judgment is, how is this benefiting me in any areas of life? That could be your health, your wealth, your relationships. For me specifically, this certain situation really helped me see where she was at and that we had just very different views and opinions on mothering, and also that she just wasn't my person for this season of life, and that's okay. So it really helped me to place a boundary in my life that I didn't previously have. Another great question is like, how is this helping me understand who I should be sharing certain things with? Next time, obviously, in that situation, I had obviously opened her up to feeling like she could have an opinion on my choices, and I had allowed a space where she believed she could comment on it. And so moving forward, it was my job, or it is my job now, to create certain boundaries and not to speak about certain things, rather than, you know, responding to an invite and saying, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't have a babysitter, or whatever it is. That's opening them up to judging, to sharing what they believe is right, and to injecting their values. Whereas if next time I just say, unfortunately I can't make it, it's removing that space for that judgment. So there's always a reason why you are receiving a judgment, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that judgment is for you, if that makes sense. If you really like this video, if you got something out of it, please hit that like button, hit subscribe to see more, and be sure to leave a comment if you have any questions. And if you're really interested in this kind of stuff, I actually have an upcoming course coming, and you can see my details below if you want to contact me to be first in the know for when that comes out, or you can actually book a one-on-one with me.